Well, good afternoon, everyone. Owen Fritzen here with you on a Saturday. I do apologize. My voice has gone just a little bit. We do have a tornado warning that we're looking at here. That's why I come on live quickly. You got this going on. It was just, it was issued a few minutes ago by the National Weather Service, and they have since trimmed that back. The current tornado warning here, excuse me, I'll get my voice back here in just a minute, is for northwestern Mahoning County and southeastern Portage County until 4 o'clock. So we got 15 minutes left on this tornado warning until it expires. So this is what we got going on. We're over here by Youngstown, and the reason we came live here is it's headed towards Youngstown if it holds together. So we're continuing to see here, and let me flip over to some things here to show you what we got going on here with basal roof reflectivity. Not all that strong. It was stronger a little bit ago or a few minutes ago, but needless to say, excuse me, there we go. We need to respect the polygon. So if you're anywhere inside of this tornado warning, you need to seek shelter. Get to the lowest level of your house, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. These storms today, with the amount of wind shear that we have the ability to produce some tornadoes, and we've been watching this one. It's been going on and off for the last several scans, even before they issued a tornado warning. We're continuing to watch this one. It continues to kind of pulsate or re-intensify, and then the shear chokes itself off, and becomes in a lull area. But nevertheless, long story short, we do have a tornado warning here for you folks over. Oop, there we go. I was trying to zoom in there. Apologies. Coming off some sickness as well. But we do have a tornado warning here for you for portions of Mahoning County. So you need to make sure that you're seeking shelter at this time until 4 p.m. So kind of putting this into motion here. Let's go ahead and kind of drive this into motion here. You can kind of see which way it's moving. I'll back out just a little bit here. You kind of see it's moving east, southeast, just a little bit. And with that inflow notch right behind it is what we're looking at. So I'll stop this here. Got to see this nice, beautiful inflow notch. That's where we were concerned with some tornadic activity. Radar indicated, by the way, and it's now kind of moving east, southeast just a little bit. And the storms have kind of had a history of producing some pretty good wind shear today, but as a precautionary measure, tornado warning has been issued until 4 p.m. So we are keeping an eye on this storm. I could tell you that it does not look as intense as it was, but nevertheless, if you're in the area, you need to make sure that you adhere to the tornado warning and get down to the lowest level of your house or basement if you have it, or building. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible and cover your neck and head. That is the most important part. Kind of looking here at correlation coefficient, not seeing a ton in ways of things that shouldn't be there. So that looks fairly clean at the moment, which this kind of shows us our debris ball, if you will. If you're looking at it from some other products, people call this the debris ball tracker. Not seeing much on the debris ball tracker at this moment, but we still have some rotation here, broad rotation, very broad rotation, very light here on the regular Doppler radar out of Cleveland right now here from Mahoning County. So if you're outside of this, if you're in towns just down east of this and southeast, so Canfield, Austintown, Boardman, Struthers, Youngstown, you're potentially in the path of this if it continues east, and we'll have to see if they go ahead and reissue a tornado warning. Based on what I'm seeing right now, I doubt that they will, but you just never know with this particular type of storm. And the reason that we're saying that is we have enough shear in the atmosphere, and we have just enough inflow on the back side here, right on 76, that's kind of fueling this. And then we also have this down here coming in from the south side on 534. Just enough shear to get it going and potentially have some rotation at this point. So that's what we're seeing right now. This isn't as pronounced as it once was. Most of us didn't expect a whole lot today. I won't say it caught us off guard. With the amount of shear and the winds that we have going on across northern Ohio today, anything like this is possible, especially a short-lived, low-lived tornado is particularly possible at any point in the year. But we were expecting a tornado warning actually further back to the west than what we saw about an hour ago before we saw this one actually be issued. So we were kind of wondering ourselves internally if that was going to be issued well before this. I think it was back towards the Medina, Akron area, but it wasn't issued. And this one has produced enough spin in the atmosphere, the National Weather Service out of Cleveland has gone ahead and issued a tornado warning. So if you're just joining us here, let me go ahead and recap some things here for you. This initially started out as part of Portage County as well. That portion has been canceled. This is now just for Mahoning County. So there's a tornado warning for northwestern Mahoning County until 4 p.m. This storm's moving fairly slow, about 40 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour, radar indicated rotation with these storms. And again, I'm continuing to look some stuff here, and yeah, it's broad. It's very broad. And we got that front inflow notch, too, that we're concerned about here, just outside of the polygon box here on this latest scan. So that's something else that we're keeping an eye on as well. So let me go ahead here, make sure I got my ducks in a row. I got, let's see, go back here. Let's flip this back on. Let's go back to our base velocity there. That's kind of what we're looking at. It's very light. Even if I flip it over to layer 3 here, 1 second, if it loads. Yeah, we'll go back with layer 2. Very, very light. And even if I go up into the atmosphere just a little bit as far as the rotation in the upper atmosphere, it's almost null. But this is very low-lived, very short-lived here for most of the day today. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Even Cleveland, that's not going to cover it too far. I'm just out of range of the terminal Doppler. But kind of see just very, very light. And if we put it back on a reflectivity, we're kind of watching that inflow notch right here on the front and then even the back side. That's even fanned out some more. But right here in this twisting areas where we'd be concerned now on the front side of the storm. Again, not seeing much in the way. This is a good thing for us, but we'll still respect that polygon as it continues to push east, southeast just a little bit. I'll back out here, kind of see there's clusters of storms throughout the day. I would say even storms, not even seeing a lot of lightning with these today. A lot of wind that's fueling some of these. We got a lot of, not instability, but we got a lot of wind shear in the atmosphere today. So you're seeing some of these storms just pop up in these rain showers almost. Again, I can't even say thunderstorms because we're not even seeing lightning with most of these throughout the area. We did see some down to the south. We had some severe thunderstorm warnings in the Mid-Ohio Valley. That's possible here as well. And I do apologize if it does say May 7th. It shouldn't say May 7th. On my side, it says May 10th. But let me go ahead and click Update All, see if that works for you. Apologies if it didn't update. I think I got it corrected. But should be the 11th. We had enough there on the 7th. But anywho, so we're continuing to look out here for you in Youngstown. Again, this is kind of what we're seeing. Again, some small hail with this. That was totally to be expected as well today, but not as much in rotation as it once had before. So this is radar indicated, National Weather Service out of Cleveland. There was just enough twisting in motion. I'll back it up here. Let's back it up just a second here. See if I can get it to back up when we first had the warning issued. Let me go ahead and traipse it into motion. And so you kind of see here, right? I can back it up even further. Right here is where we got a nice, and this is before the warning was issued. So very, very weak, but just the right amount. I'll bump it forward 1 notch. The warning was issued there, right for this backside. Very dark red there, right in this area. And I'll turn it back to reflectivity. It's a little easier to see. Right in that general area is what we're seeing for you. If I turn over to storm relative velocity, this is a little bit easier for us to see. Right here is what we were looking at, right in this general area as the tornado warning was issued. And you can kind of see it's now kind of moving on its merry way here. And this is the latest storm reflectivity. Not seeing much in the way of that at the moment. It's becoming more of a straight line wind threat at this point. So let's see here. Hopefully that updated. I don't think it did, but and I apologize if it didn't update to all of you. But if it says the 7th, it is the 11th. That was the last time we were live, so apologies to you. I did click update all, but I don't think it updated. So it is what it is at this point. But we are for the 11th, so I do apologize for that as well. But we're not going to stay live here. We're actually going to end this. We just wanted to come on live and let you know we are here. We are looking at it. We are with you at this point. This goes another 5 minutes, and it's probably going to expire on time. Odds are the National Weather Service would have issued another warning out ahead of this if they were going to reissue another one. At this point, it's getting ready to move out of the polygon, so I don't think they're going to reissue it, but they have surprised me before. So at this point, I doubt they're going to reissue that. So just got to be on the lookout. Tornadoes can occur at any point, and we could see a possibility of some of these quick brief spin-ups today, especially with any one of these cells, these multi-cell cluster type storms today, these popcorn type storms as I call them, that we're looking at here. So for you, we're back over here in Mahoning County near Youngstown, so that's what we got going on right now. The tornado warning, again, I would say is going to expire on time, if not early, as it's well now outside of the polygon, so I wouldn't expect that much to continue. But zoom out here for the rest of the state here, kind of looking here in the eastern part of the state, kind of see some of these popcorn type storms, multi-cell cluster type storms popping up here across eastern Ohio today. You could see, and I say storms, you're not even seeing a lot of lightning with these, but a lot of wind today, 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts in some areas, but you could see some of these storm cells that could potentially do a brief spin up, and you could see some light hail as well. I know some of you are probably seeing that as well right now, so some light hail is possible throughout the region as well. As we were just cold enough to get that freezing line is much lower today, so we're just cold enough to get that. Those in the Mid-Ohio Valley, we are watching a few storm cells down there for you. We had a few severe thunderstorm warnings earlier. We're continuing to watch those as they push off into West Virginia and out of our coverage area. But we're continuing to watch this throughout the day here, and we'll continue to come back live as needed right now. But just kind of recapping, we came live for a tornado warning for portions of Portage and Mahoning County. Now it's only for Mahoning County, and it's going to expire here in 3 minutes, and we don't expect that to be reissued at this time. So therefore, the rest of the day, make sure that you continue to observe, have a way to receive warnings, and don't let it ruin your day too much. I know the post says the 7th, so I apologize. It didn't get updated when I hit the on-air button, so it is what it is at this point again. This is the 11th, so I'm not too far behind in my days, but that was my fault. So possibly enjoy the northern lights tonight as well. Hopefully we can have some clear skies in most of the area and that you can see those northern lights again tonight. Hopefully in some of those areas. Maybe not as strong tonight, but still nevertheless there's a good chance that we could see it tonight as well. So, all right, with that being said, remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. Also, make sure you can download our app at any time. You get alerted for rain alerts or anything of that nature if you want to. Hang on one second. I got an alert that just came in on my phone. Okay, so for those of you down in the Mid-Ohio Valley, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for Belmont, Monroe, and Marshall counties. So those of you down here in the Mid-Ohio Valley, the storm that we've been keeping an eye on, I'm flipping radar sites, there is a new severe thunderstorm warning for you all down in the Mid-Ohio Valley. So if you're joining us now, you people in the Mid-Ohio Valley, you're on this, kind of see there, we got hail, 80%, severe hail, 30%, about half-inch hail. But right now, this severe thunderstorm warning goes until 4:45. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail are the impacts to this one. So we got just enough shear in the atmosphere today to get these going and kind of see some of those darker purples today, and just enough. Man, we're clocking about 63, 64 miles an hour on this. This is live. This is the 11th. I do apologize. This says the 7th. It is the 11th, and apologies for that. I made a mistake and didn't update the titles. So this is the 11th, and just want to quickly go. As we continue to go live, a new tornado warning has been issued. So we're going to be live a little bit longer. So what we're going to do to correct the title, because a lot of people are confused, there is a new tornado warning. This is the 11th. There's a new tornado warning for Mahoning County. Radar indicated until 4:45. So they went ahead and reissued it. A little late, but they went ahead and reissued it just in the nick of time, if you will. So there is a new tornado warning, and you can see it's downstream of this, and we're going to quickly jump off, and we're going to fix the title so not everybody gets confused, and we can fix that quick, and we'll be back here in just